Dr. Ginger Decker, a chairperson, along with actually chairperson 2. That is a misprint. I am so sorry. Chairperson 2, along with her husband Aaron, and a member of our scientific advisory board. And people look at that and they go, yeah, scientific advisory board. There's only a handful of people on our scientific advisory board. The Wellness Council, there's many people on, but there's only a handful on our scientific advisory board. So that is a very, very big deal. So please welcome literally one of my favorite people in the world, Dr. Ginger Decker.
Well, hello everyone, and hey Rick, I am so excited to be here tonight to talk about our new Nutrifii Kids children's chewables. We have been waiting, I'm not kidding, like over 2 years for this. I won't even say how many years for this, to bring this to you. And part of the reason that it took so long is we wanted to do it right, we wanted to do it better, and we had some difficulties in that. There's so many children's vitamins on the market. Probably most of us on the call here probably grew up with, remember the Flintstones? We thought they were great back then, but we have learned so much since then. But unfortunately, other companies haven't learned, and we have. And so I'm super excited to share with you Aaron Decker. So there's none in here, Rick. So not only are these for children, but they're for big kids as well. I know we were kind of testing them for a little while, but apparently he's been taking them. So this is the Nutrifii Kids. It does have a child-proof cap on, but apparently not an Aaron Decker-proof cap on there. As far as the quality, I want you to know nothing has changed in terms of keeping our same standards, our gold seal of approval. The children's Nutrifii for Kids chewable is gluten-free, GMO-free, lactose-free, all the buzzwords that you're used to with our products. We don't use the manufacturing chemicals, the fillers, the binders. We don't use, for example, carrageenan or maltodextrin. There's no sugar or fructose in this kid's vitamin. And those things are huge differentiations because, Rick, other companies are doing that. Why are they doing it? Because people aren't looking at labels. They're not differentiating. So we want to differentiate for you what we've done here today because we spent a lot of time producing a quality product that you can trust, but that's actually going to give your kids what a growing child and adolescent needs in development. So we're going to go through the ingredients, Rick. That's okay with you? And I will kind of highlight a few things. Okay, so first of all, ingredients. We started off, it's a whole food chewable. It is not a gummy. Now let me explain a little bit about gummies. Gummies, first of all, are usually made with bad ingredients, sugars, and all kinds of other things. But gummies also, and most people don't know this, can't hold a lot of nutrition in them. So we literally bought like every children's chewable on the market, looked at what was in them, and couldn't believe how lacking in nutrition they actually are. These things were nothing more than glorified candy for kids. That's exactly what they are. So we started ours with a whole food, just like our Optimals, our whole food super plant blend with things like broccoli, Brussels sprouts, asparagus, kale, celery, cauliflower, bell pepper, I could go on and on, parsley, spinach, tomatoes. But then we added some extracts like grape skin extract, cinnamon bark extract, olive leaf extract, rosemary leaf extract that innately have their own properties for a growing body, a growing brain, a growing nerves and muscles and everything. So we started with the super plant blend, but we didn't stop there. So many companies don't even do the super plant, just do the synthetic vitamins, but we wanted to add literally everything. So another thing that's oftentimes missing in a child's diet just in general, because they probably don't eat a lot of fruits and vegetables, are enzymes. So we included digestive enzymes, and what enzymes do is they can help protect the intestines, aid in digestion, help pre-absorb or pre-break down the food and absorb the nutrients, so it increases that nutrient absorption. Of course, we want our kids to have that. Improved digestive and support for digestive issues. So we've got the amylases, the alpha and the glucoamylase. We have lipase that breaks down fat. We have protease, cellulase. Whenever you see an ASE, that is an enzyme, and this is loaded with digestive enzyme. Who does that for kids? I can tell you no other company is doing that. But it didn't stop even there. We wanted to make sure to add the entire full B complex. So other companies are lucky if you see one or two, but we've added them all. Now, your B vitamins are your water-soluble nutrients. You excrete them easily. They're not stored in your body, so you have to constantly take them in. Of course, we want your children to eat some healthy food, but we know that they're not doing that like they need to, and so we need to supplement. And so we got the full B complex, the B1, which is the thiamine, the B2, the riboflavin, all the way through to folate in the methylated form and B12 in the methylated form. Now, that might not mean something to all of you, but to those who really dive deep and look at every little ingredient, you will love that we have methylated B vitamins. That's very important, as opposed to, for example, the synthetic B12. It's called cyanide molecule. We don't want to use that in our adult vitamin or in our kids' vitamins. We get the full B complex. Then we also made sure to include all of the fat-soluble vitamins. So your vitamins A, D, E, K, ADEC, that's your fat-soluble vitamins. And our vitamin K, the K2 is, and again, you don't have to know this, but for those who are picky about ingredients, you'll appreciate this. The vitamin K2 that we use is MK7. So that's, again, that's another buzzword that as you start to, and if you want to start to learn more of these little details, a huge differentiating when you're comparing, you want to compare apples to apples with other companies, right? And so we've got oranges and we've got apples over here, and this is the apple that you want to give your kids. So we got all the fat-soluble vitamins, and then, Rick, we added a super immune booster as well with a whole list of ingredients. We megadosed the vitamin C. We've got quercetin in there. Quercetin's a hot topic right now, a hot ingredient right now because of its immune boosting capabilities, but it's also kind of a natural antihistamine. So if you think of runny noses, that kind of thing, we have hesperidin, bromelain, citrus bioflavonoids, bilberry fruit powder, a super immune support, in addition to everything else that you've already heard. We also have the trace minerals and the regular minerals. I'll just name a few of them. Selenium. Selenium is completely lacking in our soil, so we made sure to add that in here. The other thing I want to point out is our calcium. Just like in our Magna-Cal D, we do not use calcium carbonate. This is something I definitely want everyone to learn. This is an easy differentiation. When you see, whether it's an adult, a child multivitamin, or a standalone calcium, which I do not recommend, you don't want calcium carbonate. Calcium carbonate is like cement in your arteries. It just settles in your arteries. It's not bioavailable. It's like a stone. So we use the proper form of calcium. And so the minerals and the trace minerals, we've got your kids covered as well. So that's a lot. That's a lot to cram into a chewable. So you can see why a gummy wouldn't work, but we don't want to use a gummy anyway. We have no sugar, no fructose, no maltodextrin, no artificial sweeteners like aspartame. So many companies are using these. Why? Because they want kids to like the taste, number one, but also it's very hard to cover up the taste of the minerals and even some of the B vitamins because they don't taste so good. So we totally get that. That's why we literally hired kids. I'm not kidding. We paid kids to do our taste tests because apparently the adults didn't have a very good palate because the first batch that we made, all the adults loved it, but when they took it home to their kids, Rick, they hated it. And we needed a kid to love this. So it has kind of a, I guess you could say like a mango lime flavor to it. Apparently my big kid loves it because there's none left in here. And it does taste great. I've tasted it more than once from that bottle and it tastes delicious. So we've got stevia and some of the sugar alcohols for the natural sweetener. And we use a special micro-compression innovative technology. So it's a capsule, but it's not super hard. So a young mouth, you know, with not a whole lot of teeth can definitely chew it up. In the one bottle, there's 56 tasty chews per bottle. The dosage would be 2 to 4 years old, 1 chew above 4, 2 chews per day. And again, the child-proof cap. So Rick, that is it in a nutshell. I do want to point out the label. When you look at the label, you're like, where's the nutritional information? Well, there is so much in this product, we couldn't fit it. So what we had to do is make a special kind of label that kind of peels. It's got like a self stick that peels away because the nutrition information is so large, right? I love that. Ingenious. I didn't come up with the label, so I can't claim that, but I did help with the formulation. I can tell you this is the cleanest, the safest, the most jam-packed kids chewable, tasty and very good vitamin that you will find on the market. And I'm so proud, and you should be so proud to go out and share it with all your grandparents, all your parents, and everyone that's affiliated with children. Back to you, Rick.
Thank you, and we all know what a big kid Aaron is, so nobody is surprised that he ate all of the kids' vitamins.
I will be placing an order, apparently, probably for the 3-pack.
I was just going to say there's a 3-pack. Two for Aaron, one for you.